Controversy continues to swirl after an illegal immigrant who has faced criminal charges and deportation orders was arrested by ICE while serving as the head of Iowa's largest school system. And we are digging deeper into Ian Roberts' Maryland ties.
As we've reported, he was an educator for years right here in Baltimore. But with his legal status in question, Fox 45's Jessica Babb presses answers from local leaders.
In a press conference this afternoon, Ian Roberts' attorney says he will be resigning from his position as superintendent in Iowa. But when his attorney was directly asked about Roberts' citizenship or legal working authority, his attorney refused to answer. As questions swirl about Ian Roberts, the former superintendent in Des Moines, Iowa, arrested by ICE.
As a district, we are navigating through an unprecedented few days.
We're digging deeper into his ties to Maryland.
All sorts of red flags should have been prompted there.
With ICE arguing he's an illegal alien with no work authorization, has a weapons charge, and a final order of removal signed by a judge in 2024. The Iowa Board of Education Examiners has now revoked his license, saying he was ineligible because he no longer possesses legal presence in the United States. School officials in Des Moines say,
"We can tell you that on his I-9, he stated he was a citizen, and he provided two forms of verification, a driver's license and a social security card. As is typical in other organizations, this is what employers ask of their employees."
While school officials say his hiring process didn't raise any concerns, ICE Field Director Sam Olson says how he was hired is beyond comprehension and should alarm parents of that school district.
I think the one thing we will do after this is a kind of an after-action review to identify ways that we might strengthen or even enhance the process.
But what about the processes and policies in Maryland? We know Roberts was employed with city schools for almost 8 years, from 2001 to 2010, serving as a teacher and principal. His LinkedIn also shows he spent time working for DC Public Schools. With his legal status in question, how was he able to be employed by so many school systems? While City Schools wasn't able to answer all of our questions related directly to Roberts, we followed up with them asking generally about their policies. Like, what documents do you require potential employees to submit to verify their citizenship or work eligibility? And does the school system use any third-party vendors to verify the information is correct? Or does that happen internally? What company or service is used to perform background checks? We asked DC Public Schools the same questions. When it comes to Roberts' Maryland teaching license, since only active certificates are visible online for those issued before 2022, I reached out to the State Department of Education to get more details. I also asked about the requirements to get that license. Do you have to be a U.S. citizen, or are there other pathways for non-citizens? And what type of checks are in place before receiving a license? In a statement from City Schools, they say they follow strict employment eligibility requirements, including verification of work authorization. But they say because Dr. Roberts last worked for City Schools more than 15 years ago, his employment falls outside of the records retention period. Since that time, they say their vendors and processes to verify employment eligibility have changed. They say their current procedures include multiple layers of review and verification. We are still waiting to hear back from DC Public Schools as well as state officials about the questions we sent them. But tonight, questions are also mounting about Roberts' education and his doctorate degree. While we know he attended a program at Morgan State University, Morgan State confirms he did not graduate from their university with a doctorate. As of news time, it's not clear if he graduated with a doctorate from a different university. In Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
Hi, I'm Vincent Hill. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Follow Fox Baltimore on social media for more videos just like this.